Hi, this is Jessica Rendon. Today I'm going to speak more on some of Radu's, some of the information you'll find in his books. Radu Cinamar. I didn't really know if there was anything that I could add to some of the information, but I thought perhaps if anything, it would be informative along with some of my own intuitive insight. So today I wanted to speak about Cezar Brad. They're all fictitious names because these men are in the Romanian intelligence. So they maintain, a level of secrecy, which is understandable. So Cezar Brad in the Transylvanian Sunrise book is a very interesting person. His influence was in a dream of mine, and he's a very calm being. He's very patient, and he's a wonderful teacher. So he, in the particular dream he gave me, allowed me to, reaffirmed my Jewish ancestry, which has always been suspected but never nailed down. By the way, I was LDS, so I did a large amount of my own family genealogy, family history. But unless a name actually is indicated as Jewish, you don't have an idea that it is. So it is on my mother's father's side. Way back, I believe he converted to Mormonism around the 1850s. Okay, so anyway, I'm not gonna go into that. So Cezar Brad, I don't know if you've ever heard stories about, I think it's even been in the news, the tabloids, about programs in China where they have really amazing children with amazing abilities like levitation and stuff, just out of this world abilities. They began a program similar to this in Romania with the help of China and Dr. Cian, who's also called by a different name as well in the second book. He is a being that doesn't age. And that mentions he's one of two characters so far that live for many, many years past what a normal human being does. So he is incredibly interesting. And he formed this program, and Cezar was identified because at his birth, he had an unusually large umbilical cord. I believe it was like 3 times the length of a normal child, a normal newborn. And when the doctor went to cut it, it was very tough, and so tough he had to use many different pairs of scissors to cut it. The doctor described it as feeling as if it was made of metal. Some other peculiar things about Cezar Brad was that he never cried as a child, as a baby, which is to a mother is just It's pretty bizarre. It's a good thing, you know, but you never know, something's wrong. And he spent large amounts of time in meditation. And one time he was in meditation for close to a day, I believe. And that's when he was 9. And that's when he was taken into the program. He said he liked meditating because he felt it was a different world, but to his parents it was difficult to explain. I believe they're Roman Catholic, which is, I believe, the predominant religion in Romania. They didn't really understand what was happening. Understandably, with a child like that, you're like, I don't even know how to help them, you know, or how to help them grow. So he was taken from his family and put into what is known as Department 0, which is a highly classified secret program in Romania. And he was trained by Dr. Cian, and he attended to different, I'll call them paranormal events. It's kind of like the X-Files, if you've ever seen that in America. So, and he is currently, from what the second book said, or the first book, I can't remember, that he has traveled to the inner earth through one of the 3 tunnels mentioned before in my videos. But he's still, I mean, he did at the time. Currently, he's still working in Department 0. I would like to add more to this, but I think it's more of an informative video to perhaps dive into the books. Because people like this, and such as Dr. Cian from China, are just very outwardly characters, and they're here for the expansion of knowledge that you wouldn't normally gain in a typical lifetime. Because as you know, by the time we die as humans, we have wisdom to share with others, but the wisdom dies with us when we're, you know, 70, 80 above. And it's just a shame, really, it truly is. Because knowledge cannot grow upon knowledge and become even greater to help us from ourselves, from history and past events. So I hope that you're interested. If not, it's still cool. He did encounter in the book another boy when he was training that I believe he actually moved objects with his mind. But again, you know, that's just amazing, and I'm glad to have come upon them. I came upon these books while reading about the Montauk Project and investigating it. Peter Moon publishes those books, and he publishes the English version of Radu's books, which is, man, it's priceless. I wouldn't have any access to that information otherwise. So that's it. Thank you.